Welcome to today's movie. Today I will introduce the science fiction film about the end of the world. The story happened in 2054 AD. At that time, the Earth was polluted and overpopulated. It was completely ruined. People were no longer suitable for living here. The rich linked together to build a huge space station in space, including the 5 trash star and 2 large circles, and named it Elysium. Here, they continue to live a prosperous life. The poor can only fight to survive on Earth. Along with that reality, this movie officially started. The male lead is born on Earth. From an early age, he dreamed that he could live in Elysium. But it is true that the dream is still just a dream. After growing up, he became a criminal. Although he later improved, he has a lot of criminal records, so searching for jobs is not easy. He can only work at a robot assembly line of a factory. That day when he was in line to ride, he was bored with 2 robot police officers. He started telling jokes, but he was hit by a punch. He had to go to the hospital to get treatment, and accidentally met the female lead, Frey. 2 people who are good friends have not met for many years. They were childhood sweethearts when they were young. He invited the girl. "If you have time, go to coffee with me." On this side, the gangster boss here is planning to organize a group of poor people entering Elysium. Each poor person must pay a lot of cash to newly buy legal status. The leader of this gang immediately told his people to take action. After Elysium's female minister knew it, she immediately activated his agent Kruger on Earth. This guy does not say no. He gave the people 4 missiles immediately as a gift. It immediately destroyed 2 ships full of the poor. Only one managed to escape to Elysium. The poor people on it have fled. One of the mother and son fled to a wealthy family. The mother carried her disabled daughter to a med bay. It turned out that they came for examination. This medical compartment is a healing place, but it is not on Earth. Time calculated by wire. She got up and walked away. It is very magical. At this time, the female minister sent the robot police. They began to attack the poor. Seeing is catching immediately. If not caught, shoot to kill. The mother and daughter are not escaping from fate. They, along with others, were sent back to the planet. That day when he was working on the assembly line, the door of the cargo cavity suddenly stuck. In order not to slow down the production progress, this dishonest manager wants to fix it. If not, he will be fired. He had to take risks inside. But the result was that the door was narrow. There is a lot of radiation inside. He cries in pain. Workers ran and tried to open the door, but it is not helpful. It takes a long time. He was newly pulled out by the robot. He was informed that he had received deadly radiation, serious internal failure. His life is only 5 days left. This surprised the boss. But compared to the life of the man, the boss was more worried that he would be involved. So he preserved, "Please leave him away." After getting home, he vomited all. Experiencing such an incident makes him unable to stand it. Not wanting to die, he had to ask for help from friends. "Find the gangster, and want the boss to help me go to Elysium. Then use the medical cabin there to cure." After finishing, making dogs do whatever he agreed. The boss looked with a result attitude, so gave him a mission, going to make money from his smuggled train tickets. The content of the mission is kidnapping a rich man, then steal the bank account in his mind. And what needs to be done is to download data in the brain, with many data. He agreed immediately, and say the mission requires 4 people. A good friend considered the other 2 as the boss's subordinates, because the target of kidnapping is randomly selected. He also targeted the owner of the robot company. That man felt weak, so he left his subordinates as surgery for him. Add a robot. Install on his body. Make him strong as a robot. The president of Elysium on this side looked back to the female minister and was dissatisfied with her violence against those who enter illegally. However, the female minister did not submit. Her feelings suddenly changed. The female minister later met the boss. Both made a cruel transaction. She issued a contract with a robot company for 200 years. But the boss must restart the robot in Elysium and support the female minister as president. To him, this is too simple. Just write the boot code, then give it to the female minister, and told her to enter her name. The 2 of them made a very happy transaction. The boss quickly wrote the code. After he uploaded to the server, he immediately sat on a spacecraft to Elysium. This is a very luxurious spacecraft. However, right after takeoff, it was attacked. The female minister found the situation was not good. The assassin agent Kruger has been sent. The people on the side have arrived at the location. And there was a gun battle with the boss's robot. At the right time, his gun was stuck. Fortunately, the friend helped him to repair the gun. He immediately turned the robot into smoke. Another robot was also resolved quickly. While the war was chaotic, the boss is also dying now. Luckily, he could download the data in his brain. At this time, the man agent Kruger came. One of his subordinates runs away. He shot his bullet. It exploded. His car was also overturned by the bomb. The assassin agent Kruger rushed. Then he loses his stomach. At the right time, his friend also killed the agent Kruger. But he has a sturdy steel armor, so it is not so easy. He immediately treated his friend with only one move. At this time, the attack was the other killer. Although he opened the shield, he was thrown away. Because his friend was incurable, so he ran away. At this time he coincided, also because of losing too much blood. Then hide into a market. Seeing the Agent Kruger switching to the place. It is true that a kind old woman. He escaped under the car. So he can escape. There is no place to go. He had to find the girl for help. Also let her bandage help the wound. After waking up the next day, he discovered. It turned out that she was a single mother. Her daughter has blood cancer. She wants him to save his life. But the problem is still running away. So he could not help them. So he has no choice but leaving. Soon the assassin came to the door. He immediately took the mother and daughter of the girl. Then take them on the train. And found gangster bosses. After connecting the brain, the boss knows. Turns out what is taken is the code rebooted Elysium again. He was surprised. But he doesn't care about these things. I just want to go to Elysium. But Mr. True told him the aviation system is already closed. No one can enter Elysium. Very angry. He immediately pushed Mr. True to the Agent Kruger, holding a grenade. Threatened the man to bring himself to Elysium. If not, then explode the grenade. The man immediately took him on the spacecraft. And very surprised to see your mother Frey. Mr. True is chasing behind and bring a group of people. When exposed and others land, then the Agent Kruger find a story. A conflict broke out between the two sides. Throw grenades at the man. And an instant explosion happened immediately. The spacecraft also fell to the ground. Frey's daughter was in a coma, could not wake up. He helped the mother and daughter to escape, but he did not follow, and was attacked by the subordinates of the RIA. The mother immediately broke into a house, then bring her daughter into medical cabin. But because both are not legal citizens, so this cabin cannot work. At this time, the assassin Agent Kruger chasing again and catch both of them. Until I wake up, then he was tied to the laboratory bench. The female minister told the laboratory at all costs to download the code in the brain of the man. At this time, the boss and subordinates went to Elysium. The body of the Agent Kruger has been carried by subordinates to the health room. Although the first half was gone, the medical cabin repaired his body immediately and reviving him miraculously. He tried his best to escape. After knocking out people in the laboratory, then he ran to the girl. The female minister came to the Agent Kruger, then blamed him for sabotage. The man uncomfortable and picked up the glass, then stabbed her neck. So the female minister immediately died on the spot. Because the Agent Kruger also wants to be a general, so he was expected. On this side, the subordinates are in turmoil. The entire government building is very upset. A soldier was ordered to kill the mother and son. At the right time, he took action and defeat this guy easily. After bringing the mother and son to the big place, he encountered the boss. At this time, the Agent Kruger also rushed. The two sides began to cost-flipped. Because of the serious wound of the man, so he was originally not his opponent. The Agent Kruger for a match. Fortunately, he was vigilant at this time, holding your opportunity. Then tear his head. Then destroy the nerves of the robot, causing it to lose the effect of connecting human bones. The assassin immediately became weak, being thrown straight down the stairs and died on the spot. Then the boss gave him access to the control computer. After connecting to his brain, the boss was surprised when he discovered that the restart of Elysium will also kill him. After knowing this, he said goodbye to the girl, then resolutely clicked the start button. Died immediately. And all people on Earth also become legal citizens of Elysium. Frey's daughter is no exception. The medical cabin has cured her disease. At this time, the president had his subordinates arrested the gangster. But then the robot told the president to release people. It turned out at this time, Elysium was under the control of the gang. He immediately sent medical spacecraft to the Earth to save the poor. This film was released in 2013. The context of the story is monumental. It is the story of the rising of people in the lower class. Regardless of the circumstances, this story is always associated with reality society today. The movie coming here is the end. Thank you for watching. If you find it interesting, remember to subscribe to the channel to support. Goodbye, and see you again in the next films.